Do you need a HR licence to drive underground? No. All you need is the resident manager's permission in the form of a ticket to drive the vehicle underground. Do you need to work with one on the surface? Yes, you do need a HR licence to work with a dump truck on the surface. The reason being is because the gazetted roads that are running through the middle of the mine site. A gazetted road is a road that the cops can charge you on, and that's why you need the HR licence, because any vehicle that's over 20 tonnes, once that one of those tyres hits the gazetted road, you need a HR licence by law. So there's been some major misconceptions about the S11 going around, and we just want to clear up some of those misconceptions. The basic one is that it's not a nationwide induction, it's only for coal and only for Queensland. So if you want to work in a coal mine in Queensland, you need to go and do the S11. If you want to work in a coal mine in New South Wales, you need to go and do the coal board course down there in New South Wales. And that's the big misconception, that these are individual state requirements and they only apply in those states. So just be careful, guys, because there's some people trying to say differently. So some of the misconceptions about why people want a police clearance. Some people think that it's got to do with driving offences. It's not. What they want to do and what they're looking for is they're looking for two things. They're looking for grievous bodily harm and they're looking for stealing as a servant. If you blew over and you lost your licence 5 years ago for DUI, they're not really going to be that interested in that. They're really looking for stealing as a servant and grievous bodily harm, because they don't want anybody running amok on their mine site, and that's why they do the police clearance. Just wanted to clear up some of the misconceptions about a white card. You only need a white card if you are going to work construction in a mine. You don't actually need a white card to go down and work in the mine. If someone's telling you that you need a white card to actually go mining, and what I mean by mining is actually going and blowing stuff up, then they're steering you in the wrong direction. What you need a white card is for the construction side of mining, which is completely different to mining in general. Working construction in mining is just like working on a building site anywhere else, and that's why you need a white card, and just keep that in mind. Do you have to relocate for work? Well, the simple answer is yes. If you want the job, you have to go where the work is, and that's the way mining's always been. But I'm not going to lie to you, once you get your foot in the door and once you get your skills up, they'll definitely start looking at flying you all over the country. And there are some underground mines that are flying across the country at the moment, just so they can get the skilled people into the mines. Remember, mining is skilled labour. The truth about drilling off siting. Well, the truth about drilling off siting is it's an extremely hard job. They go through a lot of drillers off-siters. One of the reasons is that most of the grosters are 6 weeks on, 1 week off. They aren't on camps, they're actually living out of caravans, and as the driller off-siter, you are responsible for making breakfast, lunch and dinner for the driller. You are basically there to make sure that the driller gets the meters, and they have 2 or 3 people off-siting every drill rig. And they just simply go through people constantly, because like I said, it is not an easy job by any stretch of the imagination.